I still remember the sound when the elevator arrives and dings. Only that time it opened the doors, but there was no cabin. It felt like the entrance stopped being real for a second. I lived on the 8th floor in an old house, with an entrance where the lamps always either flicker or shine so dimly, as if ashamed. Late at night, I was returning home, around 1 at night. The street empty. In the entrance, silence. Only the vent channel hums. I pressed the call button, and the elevator arrived immediately, as if it was already standing there waiting. This is strange, because usually it crawls from somewhere above. You can hear the cables creaking. The floor number was lit on the display, but it was flickering as if the elevator couldn't decide where it was. The buttons were worn. Someone even scratched something on them with keys. I stepped closer, inhaled, and heard a slight sound from inside the shaft. Not the cabin movement, but rustling, as if someone was carefully scratching the metal. The doors opened. I took a step and stopped, because it seemed to me that I didn't see the cabin floor. There was darkness, deep, too deep for a regular elevator. I leaned in to look closer, and a chill ran down my spine. The cabin was really gone. Just an empty shaft, cables somewhere to the side, and a black void down, as if the doors opened straight into a hole. I was suddenly overcome. My heart pounded so hard that I could hear it in my ears. I took half a step back, and at that moment, from below, from the darkness, a sound rose. It was as if someone far below had pressed a button. Click! And after that, a slow, heavy movement began, as if something was moving upward. But it wasn't the elevator car. I stood there staring into the darkness like an idiot. One thought ran through my head. This is impossible. It's just a malfunction. But a malfunction doesn't make the air near the door feel different, thicker, colder, as if the mind wasn't filled with air, but emptiness. And then I heard a voice. Quiet. Very quiet. At first, I thought it was a neighbor somewhere on the stairs. But then I realized the sound was coming from below, from the mind. And worst of all, I recognized the words. Because it was, wait, the door, hold on. It was my voice. The same timbre, the same intonation. As if someone was playing back a recording. But I hadn't recorded anything. I just stood there looking down and listening to myself, who couldn't have been there. The doors began to close on their own. Slowly, without jerks, calmly, the display flashed 1, 2, 3, and suddenly 0. There was no ground floor in our building. I knew that for sure. When the door closed, I stood there for another 5 seconds, afraid to turn my head. Because somewhere behind me, in the hallway, someone took a step and stopped. If you want the third story, write the word elevator in the comments. And be honest, would you take the stairs or press the button again?